Welcome, Secretary General. Welcome, dear guests. I'm very glad to see you. I'm very grateful for your visit. I'm very grateful that you found time to visit liberated territories. I was informed that yesterday you visited the cities which Azerbaijan liberated during the war, and you yourself witnessed the situation. It's total destruction. We knew about that because we had some video about situation on the occupied territories, but we, frankly speaking, could not even imagine that the destruction are so wide. And it demonstrates that the country which kept this land under occupation wanted to destroy the traces of Azerbaijani culture, destroy the heritage of Azerbaijani people. And actually, we now clearly understand that these destructions were made after the First Karabakh War. It was not during the war, because during the war these kind of destructions are not possible. It was after occupation, in order to destroy everything which belonged to the people of Azerbaijan, and not to allow any time in the future Azerbaijanis to go back. That once again demonstrates that during all these almost 30 years of negotiations, Armenia had only one objective: to make these negotiations endless and useless. And it happened, because during these almost 30 years of negotiation process, there was no result. Only talks, only visits, only statements, but no results. And that gave the aggressor opportunity to try to change the historical, cultural, and religious origin of the occupied territories. The policy of illegal settlements is a war crime, and they did not even hide this policy in the last period of occupation. They were bringing people of Armenian origin from different parts of the world, settling them in the historical Azerbaijani territories, including historical city of Shusha, changing the names of our cities and villages, changing even the origin of Christian religious monuments. They were changing the origin of ancient Christian nation of Udin's religious heritage. They were converting ancient Caucasian Albanian churches into Armenian churches. So we did a lot of things which are subject to criminal investigation. And as you probably heard, Azerbaijan already started the process of evaluation of the damage, material and cultural and moral, ecological. Comprehensive damage will be evaluated with the assistance of well-known international companies. So that will allow us to sue the aggressor state, Armenia, in international courts. 44 days of war changed the situation in the region. As I said, the war is over. We need to turn the page. We will never forget pain. We will never forget the wounds. The wounds will never be healed. We will never forget our heroes. But at the same time, we need to look to the future and to rebuild the territories, rebuild the area of total devastation. And we will do it. It's already started. Infrastructure projects, city planning, and many other important elements of reconstruction are already in the process of implementation, and this year we've allocated substantial funds for that. So we did by force what international community could not or did not want to do by peaceful means. and liberation of historical lands of Azerbaijan is not only a historical event in our history, but also is a remarkable event in the history of wars, because we did almost what seemed to be impossible. By the courage and bravery of our soldiers and officers, and by proper planning and commitment and unity of all the people. I'd like to express gratitude to you, Mr. Secretary General, personally, and to ICESCO for continued support to Azerbaijan during all the years of our close cooperation. Especially I'd like to express gratitude for decisions made during the war, when in the beginning of October, just several days after the war started, ICESCO issued a very supportive statement, decisions to support Azerbaijan's just cause. Also, I'd like to express gratitude for your letter of congratulations with respect to the victory which you kindly sent me after our glorious victory. All this demonstrates our unity, demonstrates the unity of our people. And as you know, Azerbaijan always was a strong advocate for issues related to Islamic solidarity, and there were numerous events of ICESCO in Azerbaijan. I hope this will continue, and always we called for unity among Muslim countries. And what you've seen in Agdam and in other parts also shows how Armenian leadership treated the religious feelings and history of Muslims. They destroyed all our mosques except one. The one in Agdam they did not completely destroy, only because they needed to have some landmark to plan their artillery attacks if or when Azerbaijani army moves forward. They needed to measure the distance. That was the reason. But there have been numerous pictures and videos how they keep pigs and cows in our mosque, and this is insult not only to Azerbaijanis but to all the Muslims. During my visit to the liberated territories in Zangilan, I went to a completely destroyed mosque in Zangilan. In Shusha they destroyed all the mosques completely except one, which was also half destroyed, but then in order to demonstrate that they protect Islamic cultural and religious sites, they tried to make some repair works. Unfortunately, one foreign company joined this provocative initiative and without our permission came to Shusha, violating our legislation, violating our borders, without permission of Azerbaijani government. That foreign company, under the patronage of illegal regime which existed in Nagorno-Karabakh at that time, made some repairments, and thus they became the partner to criminals, because Armenians destroyed almost 70 mosques on the occupied territories, and trying to make repairments in one of them was just an attempt to demonstrate that they're tolerant, that they respect Muslim culture, the feelings of the Muslims. If they did so, why did they destroy the others? And why they did not repair the others? And that foreign company which came to Shusha, did they see that other mosques are destroyed? All the religious and cultural heritage is destroyed. They behaved even worse than separatists who destroyed it. But we will restore everything. We will bring everything to its initial origin and rebuild the territories. And I'm sure that next time you visit us, you'll have also opportunity to visit Shusha, which was announced by me as the capital of Azerbaijani culture. And also one of the issues I wanted to discuss with you is the issue related to the regional center of ICESCO in Azerbaijan. You know that this issue was in discussion during the last 3-4 years, and we want to revive these discussions. And if there will be positive movement, I think we can do it very soon, and that will be very important for us and for all the people who contribute to strengthening of Islamic solidarity and protection of Islamic cultural heritage. So once again, Mr. Secretary General, I welcome you. I pay special importance to your visit now, after war is over, as a sign of friendship and brotherhood. So welcome.
Thank you very much, Excellency. It is a great honor for me to meet with you and my team. I've always seen you as one of the visionary leaders who has passion, who really fight for his country and pave the way for others. You're the chairman of the non-aligned organization, and I went through your speech at the latest United General Assembly Council, seeing that Azerbaijan over the past 30 years have helped more than 120 countries and have organized many international forums. That is of a great help to the world. I think this is by itself put Azerbaijan as among the top countries worldwide. Your Excellency, rest assured that Azerbaijan is a priority for us and has always been and will continue to be. We celebrated the victory because it is part of us. Your victory is part of ICESCO victory. Our member states are very important, and regardless of who they are, we will support them by all means. With me, I brought the most important people in. One, I want them to witness and see what has happened to and celebrate also the victory. Professor Rahil Umar, he is the head sector of science and innovation, and he was the president of Comstat University in Islamabad. Professor Mohammed Zain Abidin, he is the head sector of culture, and he was 6 months ago, he was the president, he was the minister of culture in Tunisia. Ambassador Khalid, who's the head of partnership, and also we're building a new civilization dialogue center. And he was an ambassador of Sudan in Kingdom of Morocco, and a special advisor to the former president of Sudan. And also Mr. Sami, he was editor of one of the most important, famous newspaper in Egypt, Al-Ahram, very widely known. So you see that we are here to, one, congratulate you and appreciate your invitation to come meet with you and also participate in this important victory. We visited the liberated area, and we've seen the tragedy, and we've seen something that we've never seen before. A city that has been totally destroyed and put almost to the ground. That is totally inhumane and cannot be accepted by any measures. It's a crime for humanity, but we know and we are sure what we saw yesterday from the mayors, from the people, the passion and the willingness to rebuild. And I was talking to His Excellency, the minister, and I said, even if the government just support them, it is those people who will build the Karabakh. And that is something that we felt it by everyone that we met yesterday. And we're very proud to see that kind of willingness. Represent the victory. This says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, إِنَّا فَتَحْنَا لَكَ فَتْحًا مُبِينًا لِيَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكَ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ وَيُتِمَّ نِعْمَتَهُ عَلَيْكَ وَيَهْدِيكَ صِرَاطًا مُسْتَقِيمًا. It says, we celebrate the victory, and this is just, and the word is from Allah to our Prophet Muhammad Almighty, that this clear, consequent, and victory that you have seen. So this is just simple.
Thank you very much.
This is, it says here to His Excellency Ilham Aliyev, President of Azerbaijan, celebrating victory over the Nagorno-Karabakh. And this is our logo, and this is ICESCO. This sword, Your Excellency, is almost like more than 1 billion years, and it is being certified.
Thank you very much. The symbol of our victory was an iron fist. So now we have a sword. So, thank you very much. Thank you.